stopped. We are all innocent. We are all innocent.
As you can see, Hofstra has done a phenomenal job today. They have dimmed the lights to really set the mood of this evening. Lofrese in his maroon singlet, and Grant in the navy blue and red singlet.
See, Marcia Hayes is our official for this match. She's the wife of Terry Hayes, who was in got a stalemate, bringing him back in. Terry was the wrestling coordinator for years till Ed Ramirez took over, and we'll talk to Ed a little bit later, but Marcia is a tremendous referee in her own right.
As you watch these smaller guys, not as much power, but this is a lot of speed and finesse. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, that is. You see right there, Lofrese in good position. They had a little duck on it, gets behind, his toes are in, and he got the two. Marcia gave it two as he kept it in. Howie Greenblatt right there, the MacArthur coach concerned with that, but knows it's the right call.
Two quick points for Lofrese, so he goes up 2-0. Now Grant will try to escape and get 1 point back and see if he can actually reverse and get two.
He's going for reversal, looking for cradle. Lofrese doing a good job of coming out. Front headlock, and
Grant has a good grasp of the left hand, and now he gets his point.
He got his neutral. It's 2-1.
What must it be like for an 8th grader like Lofrese? I know that we see a lot of 8th graders in these county championships. What is it like for an 8th grader to be a part of this?
Toes are in, and you got okay. Good job by Lofrese right there. To answer your question, Keith, I think what happens is for 8th grader before the match actually starts, it might be a little nerve-wracking, but once you start wrestling, you forget about it. You're out there, you're wrestling, you're doing what you do in the room every single day. So, you know, especially at 96 pounds, it's not a big deal.
It would be probably be a bigger deal if it was an 8th grader at, in the 140s or 150s or something like that.
Well, then physical size would come in, absolutely. Right. If you had somebody bigger. But usually what happens at this weight is these kids have been wrestling since they've been 5 and 6 years old, so he has hundreds of matches under his belt.
Just about 20 seconds remain in this first period. A 2-1 lead for Alex Grant.
No, Lofrese has the lead.
For Lofrese.
Grant has been doing a good job, though, of dropping in. He just isn't following through. He's looking to get a single, not an excellent job by Lofrese in countering it. Goes with that front head, and he's going to try to just spin behind, snap one way, push and go behind. Time runs out. 2-1 at the end of the first for Lofrese from Garden City.
The 96-pound Nassau County Wrestling Championships from the Mac Sports Complex on the campus of Hofstra University. Grant on the bottom, Lofrese riding on top.
Grant
trying to turn him.
Yep.
Nothing yet.
Little crab right there by Lofrese. Grant does a real good job of escaping, getting out for his one.
So it evens the matchup at 2.
And one more time back in on the single is Grant. He's doing a good job. He hasn't been able to finish that single. He can come out the back door right now, but he takes his time, has to watch his positioning. Lofrese has to know where the mat edge is and try to work himself out here.
1 minute and 20 seconds remain in this second.
He got the 2. Excellent job there by Alex Grant, being smart, keeping Mike Lofrese inbounds, getting his 2, and now going out.
So they'll start up once again, but Alex Grant now has a 4-2 lead after being down 2-0. Looks like Grant is a very methodical wrestler.
All wrestlers from MacArthur are methodical wrestlers. You get into Howie's room over there, and they just drill.
What kind of coach is Howie Greenblatt?
Tremendous coach. He's, the kids who wrestle for him love him. He works them very hard, but he knows what he's doing, and he instills the confidence in them that they need. Here you go. Watch this. He's going to looks like he can throw him. Just a little bit of strength here. Lofrese needs to get his balance on, hip in.
And 1 point is awarded. Yep.
They're rooting for Mike there. You see that. Mike Lofrese has his little cheering section of Garden City contingent in the stands.
I'll tell you, we were down at the Suffolk County Championships last week and didn't have the same kind of feeling as you're already getting for this 96-pound matchup of the Nassau Counties. 30 seconds remain in this second period.
Mike Lofrese needs to push the action here. Alex Grant's been doing a good job of being able to drop in on the single. Even if he doesn't get it with 23 seconds to go, he can hang on, stalemate up. Lofrese has to push the action. One more time back in the single. Good cross face and spin behind. This is Lofrese. He has to get behind though. He let go, didn't cross face hard enough, and he got the leg in. He got his 2.
So Lofrese, with 5 seconds remaining in the second period, picks up a point. The board has him at 5-4
And that's correct.
as we head into the third.
And he's in a good position now because he's down. He's on bottom where he has the ability. He just has to keep on working either to escape or to reverse. He can't put himself in a position where he can get turned. It's going to be Alex Grant's job on top to try to turn Lofrese or turn him loose and let him go to try to get the takedown for the tie. He won't think about that till about a minute. You see Howie Greenblatt right now also thinking ahead. You need to think ahead as a wrestler. What's going to happen? And a nice drop.
And there's those
right
back
there.
points possibly.
Yep. And that's what you can't afford to do.
Got
if you're
to.
Lofrese, you can't sit there. Now you need to get out just to tie yourself.
So Lofrese just gave 2 back. Grant now has a 6-5 lead.
Roll through.
Okay,
Comes out,
Lofrese.
steps over, looks to step over, which he just did there. He has 2, and he has 2 back, and he has him locked up tight.
He may pin him.
Well, he's great finding the legs right there. He has him tight. He just has to make sure he can't let him out of there. He just needs to sit there. You have to work. You can't let him out. If he gets out, he'll have time.
Right now, I believe he has 3 back points.
He does. It's going to be 10-6 if he doesn't pin him. If you're Alex Grant right now, you have to think of a way to get out. There's only 52 seconds left. You have to get yourself out of this predicament first, and after you're out of this predicament, without getting pinned, then you have to try to escape and get a takedown.
And Howie Greenblatt is screaming that this is an unsafe position for his wrestler.
Well, he's going to be.
He's not going to get that.
Exactly. He's going to be yelling as loud as he wants. He's not going to get it.
30 seconds right now. The scoreboard says 7-6, but it's really 10-6.
Yeah, Lofrese
Marcia hasn't actually given these points yet, but we know that there are 3 back points.
Right, Lofrese is in great position here because he just needs to sit. He needs to count and hang on. He's looking to his corner. Paul Gillespie in the corner right now, the assistant coach of Garden City, is basically telling him to hang in there, don't move, stay exactly where you are with 10 seconds to go. He's in great shape.
What an amazing effort by Mike Lofrese.
Remember, he came in as the 2nd seed from Garden City.
And there you have it. Lofrese pulls off the upset. It looked like Grant was in control. Lofrese turned him over, and he wins 10-6.
Howie wants to go to the table, and he's asking to go to the table. He's pointing over to us. The table's on the other side, Howie.
So a 10-6 victory for the 8th grader Mike Lofrese.